5'11". 6 feet.
Well, hello there. I didn't see you there. But now that you're here, welcome to ConvertAbot Reviews. I'm your host, ConvertAbot, and the star of the show today is the LEGO Lord of the Rings Tower of Barad-Dur, also known as Holy Cow, this thing looks absolutely amazing. Basically, if you ever seen Lord of the Rings movies, Sauron's Dark Tower in Mordor. Yeah, this thing looks cool. Let's get into it.
This is definitely one of those moments where you have to see it in order to believe it. This thing is absolutely beautiful. The tower itself is basically built into the side of a mountain with rivers of lava and fire running throughout. And even then, it's still segmented on all these different walls and towers. It's just so beautiful. Alright, for an evil dark fortress, it's just perfect. And it's also very heavy. Out of the box, this thing is actually too heavy for my turntable to turn around here. So I gotta take everything out, and out of the box we have well over 40 bags of Legos, an instruction manual, multiple instruction manuals, and a sticker sheet, which, albeit unfortunate, it actually works very well here because most of the details are brick built. We'll get more into that later. And as always with LEGO sets, the building process is awesome. Also, here is the one ring, if anyone's looking for it. Don't tell Sauron. The building process itself is a long one. The base definitely takes the most amount of time because there is a lot of detail, especially when it comes to those little lakes of lava and fire. But overall, it doesn't take the longest amount of time. It's more of, this is a set not meant for little kids. This is an adult collector set to begin with, and it will take you a substantial amount of time in order to complete it. I think this thing took me, 12, 13 hours or so? I forgot the exact amount, but yeah, it definitely took a long time. But it does show, and we have an amazing set built as a result. Many of the building techniques used, I've seen before many times with LEGO, but I do appreciate how they incorporated the side of the mountain into the actual tower itself. Not to mention, just how all the walls come up on this thing. Oh man, it does look pretty cool. Alright, again, this is something you gotta see in person to just take it in. It is just that good. And yeah, once the building is done, you get an amazing tower. A dark, evil tower, perfectly representative as it does in the movies, and like in the movies, this eye does contain a light. It's a nice little push-button light that you can push on back here to light up the eye itself. However, I will point out, this does not stay on, you actually have to hold it, so if you want it on, I recommend a piece of tape. At least batteries are pre-installed, so that's always good. While I would have preferred a yellow light for the eye, it does actually have some posability to it, so you can move it around, left, right, up, down, even a little bit of diagonal if you combine it, and it still does look pretty amazing. Now for the minifigure selection, we do get Frodo, Sam, and a new mold for Gollum, which is exclusive to this set. On top of that, we also get a plethora of orcs, well, it's only 4 of them. Fifth one being Gothmog, the orc commander we see in Return of the King. Then we also get the Mouth of Sauron, who, guess what, deleted scenes and book character, which is awesome. And then, of course, you get Sauron himself. Alright, looking absolutely stunning. Also, here's a quick comparison of Frodo and Sam in this set and the Rivendell set. Yeah, this screams how it started versus how it's going. Answer? Well. Another minifigure of note is Sauron himself. Yes, he looks absolutely amazing. This entire armor piece up top is basically just a nice little rubber piece. And underneath you get a flaming eyes here. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. It looks so good. Seriously. If you were to buy this set for a minifigure, it'd be this guy.
Okay, so part of the reason why I'm doing a different format for this is because this thing is so big, I literally need to get into frame in order to do anything with it. Basically, I'm going to show you how to take it apart. Alright, first things first, you're going to want to turn it around. Now, it's separated into 3 separate parts. The top tower, you can see that? Yep, the top of the tower separates here. Oh, right here. Alright, yep, you can see that. Good. Cool. And then then the next part is here. And now each of these sections utilize rails or whatnot to basically just slide right in. And they also have little connectors here to hold them in place, so they're not just sliding right off on you. Now all 3 sections have this, but we're going to go one by one with each, and yeah.
Now, we've already seen the outside of the fortress, but I'm just going to point it out again. The rivers of lava that you construct out of these clear Lego plates. Oh man, it looks awesome. And on top of that, on the outside here, you have some mechanisms as well, including a opening front gate. Now, if you come to this little knob on the side here and turn it, the gate opens. And you can also turn it other way to close it too. It's very nice.
The bottom area contains the orc forge. Basically their armory, their weapons, got multiple different little ingots scattered throughout, an anvil, armor, a prisoner who's seen better days. Alright, plenty of different secrets are hidden throughout too. Just like little coves with a fish in there, which probably would have been for like Gollum, or even right above it, a little secret compartment for arachnophobia warning, a spider. Very scary. But yeah, no, this entire set's filled with little Easter eggs and just little hidden away things where you actually gotta look for it. It's quite neat. You can see that gear system that helps open the doors. It's just a very basic technique thing, but it all works fairly well. They even worked some of the technical parts in here to where they can show that prisoner there being, well, tortured? I mean, that's lava there. I'm about to say, meat's back on the menu. That guy ain't well done. He ain't even burnt. He is bone dry. Bone dry. At least he got a smile. Second level is surprisingly just the orcs mess hall. Yeah, this is a interesting little bit. We never see the inside of Sauron's tower in Lord of the Rings, in the movies, so we don't know what really goes on in there. But yeah, apparently the orcs got a full-on like mess hall here. Nice. Got some grog there on the left. Alright, very nice for them. Also, Easter egg, anyone? Meat's back on the menu, boys. I love it. I love little things like this, just sprinkled throughout the build. It just makes it feel alive. Bones splattered through all over the place. Someone left their shield on the ground. Alright, it's just these little details that work so well. You even got food cooking. Here, who'd have thought that orcs would love eating bones and carrots, of all things? Kind of crazy if you ask me. Kind of crazy. Okay, the middle part is definitely a filler area. This part, though, this is the main event. And oddly enough, I'm working down with this one. As we've seen already, this is the eye or the back of the eye. It's just on a Technic rod, nothing too crazy. Granted, I have a fear that over time this is going to get loose, so just keep that in mind. Might have to do something with it later on. And this doesn't have a way to just hold in place. In order to do that, you're probably going to use some tape or a rubber band or something. Steady now, steady. Alright, so coming down a level, we can see the inside of a library. Yes, lo and behold, Sauron does have a library. Very nice. But I also like the fact that they incorporated a moving ladder into here, alongside some stickers of all damn things. Just some very nice, dark looking library bits. Oh man. This is an evil guy's tower, that's for sure. It's also got a lot of parchment here, tomes. Gotta love it. Very nice. Coming down. Now, this is an interesting thing. Don't get me wrong, in the book, Sauron is basically full of himself, but he's not having a picture of himself. See, this area is meant for the mouth of Sauron. Basically, Sauron's like ambassador, correspondent, also side note, but this guy's got no eyes. That helmet is not just a design choice. He's freaky. But yeah, this is basically an office for him. Got a nice, unfortunately again, sticker for Sauron and the ring, forging of the rings and all that. And let's just get you out of the way. Essentially, it is a writing desk with maps, scrolls, and here's the cool part. This guy was not in the movies, officially. He was in a deleted scene planned for Return of the King, but they cut him out. Now, in the books, he does show up. Alright? He does show up, and still does the exact same thing they did in the deleted scene, i.e. threaten the Fellowship, alright, pretty much talk mad shit and then get his head chopped off by Aragorn. Alright? Lovely. But here's a nice little detail. This is a stickered Mithril shirt. This is a huge attention to detail because when Frodo is captured after being stung by Shelob, the orcs take all of his belongings that he had on him, minus, of course, the ring. The Mithril shirt was one of them. They gave it to Sauron, who gave it to this guy, who threw it at Gandalf, making him think that Frodo was just a simple, and making them think Frodo was just a simple spy that they just caught and killed. But we know that's not true, because if Frodo had been caught and killed, then Sauron would only have the ring. It's little details like that, and I just love pointing that out. Speaking of little details, time for the big one. Sauron's throne. This thing looks absolutely menacing. The Dark Lord on his dark throne. Take a look at that. Just gotta put him in there. Yeah. You can't honestly say that that's not creepy. Eat your heart out, Palpatine. But yeah, cool thing about this throne, it's not just a throne. This little lever here can pull out, revealing a map of Middle-earth, much more sticker stuff, and a very important object to Sauron. The Palantir. The lost seeing stones, used by many throughout Middle-earth to gaze into the unknown, to see things from beyond their own sight, and for Sauron to basically control and dominate his will all over. This is an amazing little thing. Not only is the build cool, you can take it out. This is just a minifigure head, but it has some more references. This shows the White Tree of Gondor on Minas Tirith, alight and burning, as it does in Pippin's vision early in Return of the King. And this, the other side of it, shows the Shire on fire. It actually references the scouring of the Shire, which was only in the books and not the movies. Really cool. Really cool attention to detail. Seriously, this set is perfect for movie and book fans alike. Me, I'm a die-hard Lord of the Rings fan. And yeah, this is... oh my lord. This is... oh, it puts a smile on my face.
For a size comparison, I don't have much. Here's the gift with purchase I got. It's basically a ring wraith on a actual fell beast, which is cool. But for true size comparison, here it is next to the other LEGO build we've reviewed, the LEGO NASA Artemis launch system. It's bigger, about 4 inches taller.
That being said, the review has come to an end. I really like this thing. It is a beautiful work of art by LEGO designers. Sauron just fell over, that's nice. But yeah, there is so much here if you're just a fan of the books, or if you're a fan of the movies, or vice versa like me. Especially if you're a LEGO fan. Seriously, listen, it's expensive. I think it was like $450 at release, which was just like a month or two ago. But it is 100% worth it. If you are a Lord of the Rings fan or love like massive LEGO builds, you're gonna love this set. Highly recommend it. Either way, I'm Convertibot. That's Barad-Dur. And yeah, catch you all in the next time. Or catch you all in the next one. Either way. Oh, and as for my next review, well, let's just say this bad boy is long overdue. Stay tuned.